Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
Welcome back to Keep or Cull, where we play our whole collection of 600 plus games and decide if we want to keep them or cull them.
Yes, we are still going on. We have more games today.
Going strong.
It's going strong or weak, depending on how many games we play each time.
Yes.
This time we have played some games and now we're going to talk to you about them with the boomsticks. Okay, this is... usually that's not what Ash is talking about when he's talking about a boomstick, but this is our boomstick. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready to rumble?
Yeah.
You can begin with a game on the pile.
With a game on my side. This is North American Railways.
Okay, what kind of game is this?
It's a train game.
What?
With stocks.
What?
Or shares. Yes.
What? And not like the ones you sit on.
Yes.
The shares that you sit on.
The shares, not the chairs.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Shares.
It's kind of a different word, but it kind of sounds similar as well.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there, but this is a game about trains. Should we do the thing?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, boom!
I don't like train games. I don't like stocks or shares or any of that.
But you like couches.
But I like this game.
Yes.
I think it is really fun. What really does it for me is that I'm still choosing Cull. You are doing that as well.
I am.
But I had fun with this game, and it took a very short amount of time. It was very simple, and it took very little space on the table. So little components in this game. Is tiny. No, there's few. There's basically just cards.
You open up the box and it's empty, and you're like, where are the components?
Where are the components? But I really enjoyed my time with this game.
I would actually say that you said it takes a little space. It takes up quite a lot of space, I would say, because you have loads and loads of rows of cards.
Yes, there's some rows of cards.
It takes up a lot more space than it looks like it will. But I agree with a few components is basically all card based. I liked it as well, but we're never going to choose to play it mostly because of you.
Yes.
But I enjoyed it. But it's if I am to sit down and play one of these 45 minutes to an hour train games, I'd rather play, for example, Chicago Express.
Yeah.
I know you also like that one.
Yes.
So it's going to be a choice of that. So yeah, but it's a good game, but it's a cold game. Next up, we have another exit box. Empty
it's
one.
Empty now.
Because we played it. It's the Cemetery of the Night. Let's do the thing.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom! Double Cull.
Double Cull.
I will say this. We have said recently that the exit games have been worse.
Yeah.
But this one was better.
I agree. That was actually a highlight in all of the exits that we played lately. I felt like the story wasn't as bad as it usually is, and the puzzles were fun in this one.
The only thing was that the person who worked at the cemetery lived in a crypt.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was you go to the house. It's no, that's a crypt. And he lived inside a little stone statue. That's kind of what it felt like.
Well,
but that's not the puzzle. But there's fun puzzles in this one. But as with all exit games, they are really you cannot keep them because they're done.
We are
but
culling all
I recommend
of the...
this as a newer exit game, and I'm doing
agree.
a lot of movement. I'm sorry about that. This is how the game looks. This is the back of the box. Now we have a new game. It's this one.
Streets.
Why are you holding it that way?
Because it's it says on the box here too.
It says actually on every side of the box.
Every single side of the box.
If you don't know what the name of this game is, even on the back side, there's no side. You can watch this and don't know what game it is. This is Streets, the second in the trilogy so far of games called Villagers, Streets, and Moon. We haven't played Moon yet, but we have played Villagers and Streets. And yes, let's do the thing.
Let's do the paddle thing.
Let's do the paddle thing. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Double Cull.
Double culling all the way across the sky.
Before we played this game, I was thinking this is for sure a Cull because I didn't really enjoy it that much the last time we played it. But then we played it now and it's still a Cull, but I had fun. I thought it was a nice game. I like that you're having these scoring opportunities basically. And it's kind of, what do you call it? A sign that you're placing on these different buildings.
Yes, you're moving the box closer and closer to my face. I'm trying to.
And for it to score, you have to close off the street.
Yes.
And so you're always making sure that you have enough of these scoring markers to keep your buildings until they score.
To call them.
Yeah, not call them. But I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's a fine game. I enjoyed it. I think. Oh, sorry, I had to move it closer and closer to your face while I was speaking. It was a fine game that I enjoyed. It's a short game.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy like a lighter, shorter, there's some interactions. I'm like, oh, I hope I get to place my tile. So there's fun stuff there, but it's not one I'm gonna choose to play, which is why.
It's a Cull.
It's a Cull.
But props to the box size. I really love how much game they have crammed into this.
And the
little
only
box.
I'm sad for letting this go is because it's a nice bag of super cool coins or money in it. Villagers as well had some really nice coins. Next up we have a classic two-player game called Targi. Targi, probably. Targi, something like that. It's these letters in a row. We have only played this like 3 times, I think. But it is a game that many people love as like a pure two-player game because you can only play it as 2 players. It also has a back of the box that looks like this. It also has a side of the box, another side. It has 2 more sides. But enough about that. Let's do the thing.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Let's go. 1, 2. Boom!
Oh, we're still in sync.
Yes, but
Double
this
keep.
time another side.
The paddle.
The paddle. I like this game. I think it's a great game. We played with the expansion, which I also think is a great expansion. All in all, 2 fingers up in the air for Targi. Great fun.
The right fingers, not that could go horribly wrong.
Oh
with
yeah,
just like random
pointing
fingers.
or pinkies.
Yeah,
2
or
pinkies in
some
there.
other fingers. Well, I like the puzzle because it really feels like a puzzle to me. And what I feel like this game is challenging me on is how interactive and mean it actually can be, because where you set your workers are actively blocking the other players in a very interesting way. But I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it. That's why we're keeping it. Yeah, it is one of those that are. Yeah, it's a lot of interaction, a lot of, as you said, but it's a very lot of game in a very time.
We have this game.
It's a Cost of Burgundy, but we haven't played this one.
No, we have just gotten the new edition.
The special edition.
The special edition.
Yes, very special.
It's so special.
Yes.
So even though we haven't played this one, we have played
this one. Yes.
Castle of Burgundy.
But this is the anniversary edition. We did a comparison video of the original and this one. We're gonna do some content on the other one as well. But yeah, we're gonna now choose if we want to keep this one or not keep this one. That's the deal with this show.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom!
Yeah, I want to cull this.
Yes.
I think I've wanted to cull it since the day it arrived.
Since the day
that
the
is very-
reason that we kept it was basically because it had the expansions, and the other version we
Yes.
had did not have the expansions.
That's true, but we overall didn't feel like the new edition of this game was,
And with the new, you mean this?
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
This one.
Not
was,
the new one.
More fitting than the old one. So we
Wasn't an improvement. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes,
Saying?
that is what I mean.
We're calling this.
We're
It's on the
calling
Cull
this.
side. You can see the video and you know. And why are you putting it up?
I don't know.
That makes no sense. Like, this is the key pile now. Next up, we have the Castles of Burgundy.
Oh,
this is the
double.
original, the first version of Castle of Burgundy. Not a lot to say. Let's do the paddle.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom.
Still want to keep it.
Yeah, and this is
I'm
pretty.
a hoarder.
No. I am the hoarder of us.
Yes.
But this is one that is like. This is almost one that you could like put in a like a frame and put it on the wall. Like this is mostly like 100%. because it is nostalgic,
Yes.
we're never going to use this copy to play the game.
No. And because the
New
new
version.
version looks so amazing.
And not this version, but the one,
new.
the one that are new after the new one.
Yes.
Yes, the double new.
The double
Special edition. Yeah, so not
but
much to say.
This game has a special place in our hearts, so I want to keep the original for nostalgic reasons, as you said.
That is true. That's what we said. We have more games.
Oh, no.
Oh,
it's on the key
pile. I was like, what's going on? Why am I not
What are
getting
you doing?
Next up is Skunk Hollow, another two-player game that we have played a few times. I think we might have done a review of it. I'm not 100% sure. If we did, you can find it on the channel. If we didn't, you can find it on the channel. Now, let's do the paddle.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Paddle thing.
Oh, first disagreement.
And I am the caller.
Oh, you are.
Not
that is surprising.
that often. Yeah, so talk us through this game.
Yes.
Or not.
It's a two-player game where one is playing like a monster. I don't know what it is, but it is kind of a monster. And the other are playing the Foxen people. And you're basically trying to destroy each other. And you're doing that by playing cards and doing some other special abilities as well. I really enjoy this game, but I'm not sad to see it go either because we seldom play it. So I'm completely fine with culling it, but this was... it's sometimes hard because we can't keep all of the good games. And this is a good game, but we have so many other games.
Basically, for me, the reason for the Cull is that we don't often play these two-player games.
Yes.
And we just get another one, even though they're very different. And also, it's more random than, for example, Targi. It has more like you get the cards that you get in your hand. There's ways to get more, but you are kind of like, oh, I have a perfect plan now, but I don't have the cards I need, and then you win, which is kind of frustrating from time to time. But it's a fun game. But it's one that I am not... It's not one I would be sad to play again, but it's not one I'm going to miss on the shelf. So you get to decide because you are the keeper.
Yeah, then I'm choosing Cull for this game, but I still want to recommend it. If you're looking for a two-player game, like without the dice, but still these small changes on your turn. I feel like that is what this game is very good at. And you're doing so little that your opponent still have a chance if you're doing cool things. But you still feel like you have accomplished a lot in your turn.
And also the different guardians, I think they're called, are playing very differently. So you get like lots of replayability, and also there's different special abilities for different Foxen heroes and leaders as well. So yeah, that is that one. Next up, we have another two-player game, which is Blue Moon Legends from Rani Knizia. This is another one that we got cheap in a bundle of games from a friend that was selling it. I'm like, oh, I've heard about that one. Would like to play it. Now we've played it. Now it's on this video. I also read the rules.
Cool.
And we set it up.
Yes.
And that's also part of the things we did. And now we have it here. And you can see it. And we're doing the cull or keep on the paddle boom. 1, 2, 3, boom!
That's a double cull again. This is kind of one I was on the fence of keeping actually. Because, I really enjoyed my time with this one.
Yes.
I didn't... When you're saying like, oh, this is a two-player game. Is it a two-player game? Yeah.
It is.
Head-to-head, you're competing to have the most power. I thought, this is not the game for me. But then I remember that Knizia is really good at these abstract things. So even though it's like fantasy themed, it looks like a cool thematic game, it's not. It's just like having the highest number on a card and trying to manipulate so that you are winning the fight every time it's your turn, so that you can have dragons on your side or whatnot. It's a theme in this game, but I don't care. I thought it was fun, but not fun enough to want to play a lot, and therefore culling it.
Yeah, this is another one of those that you can play like many times. So many decks in the game to play with, and you can build your own decks. There's just like so much variability, but it's one that I enjoyed. Most of my the things in it was really enjoyable. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. So on the cull pile it goes.
Next up, we have a game called Coimbra.
Coimbra. This is one that we have had for quite a long time.
Yes.
And one that you actually only have played one time before.
Yes. And I have been like, oh, let's play Coimbra for Keep or Cull for a long time, but we've never gotten around to
But
it.
now we did it.
Now
I feel
we
like
did it.
waiting is an important part of Keep or Call.
Yes.
Like really wanted to play the game and then like never playing it. But I was really surprised because I played it quite a few times and I was 100% sure that you had as well.
Yeah, but you got it while I lived away, so you played it a lot and I didn't play it a lot.
You did not because you were not here and you didn't have your own copy.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready to do the thing?
Yeah, I am.
Because now we played it. 1, 2, 3, boom!
It's actually a Cull from me.
Whoa!
I enjoy Coimbra. It's really nice. I
Uh-huh.
like the dice drafting in this game, and that you want to have a high number because then you get first dibs on the cards that you want. But then you want to have a low number so that you don't overpay, like pay a lot for the cards that you want to take. But then also you want to have the color that you are high on the tracks on, so you get the resources that you want. So it's a lot of cool decisions. I think sometimes it felt a little lucky with the cards that came out. Sometimes I was waiting for something that didn't show up. For example, if I'm going for a green card strategy and there's few green cards, well, I should adapt to that, I agree, but well, it didn't blow my mind. It was fine, but I'm fine with keeping it. I'm fine with killing it.
Basically, to the randomness, like they are placed in stacks, so it's basically like a cycle of cards. So you don't know exactly the order they're coming, but it's not
everyone
random.
is coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every card is going to be in the game, and it's not like random.
Okay, that
But it
makes
is
sense.
kind of random, but not at all. It's a very straightforward game.
Yeah.
Because you are basically placing the dice to do actions, but 90% of the actions is to take cards.
It's really a nice game.
And it's kind of straightforward and kind of simple. I thinking the fact that I was super good at the game. You
yeah.
almost won. You
Oh,
actually
yeah.
almost won. There was like 1 point, I think.
Yeah,
in
it was
differentiation.
really, really tight.
Because I went for a lot of in-game points, which I usually do. That's my strategy. And you usually go for like end-game points. And you were like, "Oh, you are winning! You're winning so much!" And then I ended up like only winning with 1 point, I think. Because I think I won with 1 point.
Yeah, that's true.
Coimbra is a very fun game. It's one that when you're saying these things, I'm like, am I okay with letting it go? And it kind of like when we talk about this all the time, like letting a game go should feel just good.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling now that it will not feel just good. It will probably feel... I'll probably forget that it exists in 2 months. But other than that, like right now, it doesn't feel good to call it. So I think we're going to keep it for now.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm feeling like, oh, I hope Johannes wants to keep it because then I don't have to make that decision.
So you can do Cull, but then secretly be like, aha.
Ka-ching, we got to keep it anyways.
Last game for today is Whistle Mountain. This is a very weird game about placing things and doing things, or as I did last time I played, do nothing and get no points.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I really did nothing. It felt like the game that we played on Mars when we played with Holosorda weekend. I was like, I'm here, but I'm not doing anything. And that's how this felt. Let's do the thing with a paddle. One side says Cull, the other says keep. We choose one. If you don't know the concept, that's okay. But
I think it's a little late. It's
Yes,
the last game and we're
that's true.
explaining the concept now.
okay, are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom.
It's a Cull from me.
Oh.
This is a game that until you brought it up to the table to play it now, I had completely forgotten its existence. And some games you kind of forget that it exists, but then when you mention it, you remember it. I didn't remember it.
You thought I was saying Whistle Stop.
Whistle Stop.
That was the
That's
game you were
true.
thinking about every
yes,
time.
Yes, because I remembered that and I completely forgot that it existed. I like this game. I like the worker placement of the little... What is it called? It's called the flying ships.
That's what they call.
Yeah,
the flying ships.
It has another name, but I don't know what it is. It's flying ships from now on. And how you're placing them on the grid, because you're building basically your own kind of actions that everybody...
Build your own kind of actions.
That everybody can take. So sometimes you're setting up something really good and people are spamming that a lot.
Haha.
And you're basically trying to save your
meeple
from the water.
It's a very weird thing.
Yes. I don't know what the theme is about, but I don't care. If it's a fun game, it's fun. And it is a fun game. I just didn't know that it existed and I wasn't sad by it.
You weren't
it's
sad by
fine.
it.
Yes.
That's not a sentence, I think. I'm like,
No.
you weren't sad by it. What does that mean?
Yeah, no. Well, it didn't make me sad that I had forgotten it.
Oh, yeah,
It was
okay.
fine.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, what
So
is
then
that
I
sentence?
don't like have a desire to now keep it in the collection.
No, this is very on the edge for me because I like so much about the game, but it's so hard because like there is so many games to choose to play. But it's kind of okay. Now we're going back to this discussion about keeping all the games that we know we're going to play again, or keeping games because we like having games. I'm in a collection of over 600 games. Obviously, we're not just going to keep 50 games. So for me, I think it's going to be a keep. Because of that, like we have a collection of games. This is when I'm gonna look at it and be like, that's a fun one. That might be fun to play once in a while in 10 years, because that's life for us. But that's just how it is. So I think I'm gonna keep it. So we kept 4 games,
and we have called 6 games.
and you wanted to keep only 2 of them, and one of them was not because of the game, because it was because of Burgundy.
Yeah.
So best and worst experience. And you're not allowed to do Cost of Burgundy Special Edition because that's not on the pile.
Yeah, because
Can you put it a bit into the picture?
Yeah, that
Boom.
would be it. Absolutely. I think I had the most fun with Targi. It was fun to play it again.
Yes.
And the least fun with I don't know. None of these were.
But one of them has to be the least fun. Even though, let's say, every game was a 10, one of them has to be the least 10.
Oh, that was hard.
Yes, the hard
I think
things.
Streets has to be it then.
For me, the best one was Castles of Burgundy Special Edition, and the least...
Cheater.
Cheater, Pants on Fire. I'm gonna go with Torgy as well. And then least fun probably was Skunk Hollow or Streets. I'm unsure. All fun games. Those are some more games that we played. Oh, there was one on the bottom as well. You didn't see it. I was bad at showing it. That are done. It's done. We're done. There's no more games. We're done with this video.
Well, there's more games.
There are more games.
Right now.
Now, not in this video.
No.
And if you like this video, which is a video that we made about board games, then you may be like other videos that we make about board games, because that's what we do. We make videos about board games, and if you like them or like us, you can help us out in a big way, which is very simple for you, but it's kind of a big deal for us, and that is by giving us a victory point.
And we get victory points when you subscribe to our channel, so make sure to click that bell button to get notifications every time we post a new video like this.
Yes, or other videos like the other ones on the channel.
Yes.
But that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.